Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to my channel, d.vs.debt. This is D, and y'all, I am so excited. As you saw in my community tab post, I have reached 1,000 subscribers. I started this channel, or I revived this channel in August 2021, and at the time I had 175 subscribers. So fast forward, what is it? August, September, October, November, December, January. Fast forward 5 months, and I now have 1,000 subscribers, which just blows my mind. So thank you so much to everybody who subscribed. I really appreciate everyone's help. And so now what's left of the journey basically to become monetized is my watch time. So also thank you so much to everyone who's been watching my videos. Some of you are going through my playlists and watching the videos to help bring up my hours. For example, Champagne from Champagne's Corner went way back and is watching old videos that even I don't want to watch because they're just so old and cringy. And so she's leaving comments and I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about that. Wow, cool. So thank you everyone who's jumping in there and chipping in to help me out. So as of today then, my hour count is 2,521. So I kind of shaded in almost half of one of these because each of these is 50 watch hours. But I just need to fill in these last 3 and then I'll officially be a YouTuber, which is so wild and crazy, but I'm so excited for this part of the journey. So thank you for helping me get here. So then what I'm going to go ahead and do is color in the very last of my chart. So this is available, these 2 charts, the subscriber tracker and the monetization tracker, are available in my Etsy shop. So the link is in my description box. So here we go, time to color in and finish this chart for my subscriber tracker to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers. So I wish I had the voice of an angel or that I could sing opera so that I could do that as I fill in this very last set. But again, I'm just know that I'm grinning like a fool and it just feels so wild to be able to complete my chart. And those of you that are using my chart on your channels know that I'm right there smiling with you as you're coloring those in. I love watching people make progress and to see them either filling in the bars or to filling in the icons. That makes me so happy. So don't forget to tag me if you are using my charts so that I can cheer you on as you make your journey along your chart. So it is Freebie Friday, and what I've decided to do based on the suggestion of one of my viewers, so Rosemary, thank you so much for the idea. Something that comes second nature to me is being frugal. So basically I'm an unabashed tightwad and I find ways to save money wherever I can, and it's just second nature, so it's kind of like a routine. And I don't realize that's me being frugal, but she pointed out, well, show us some of the ways that you're frugal. So I think I'm gonna start doing that with my Freebie Fridays. I'll give you something free every Friday, but I'll also point out different things that I do to be frugal. So I'm gonna start with this and do a rundown of how I shrunk my monthly bills. So when I started my debt-free journey, I made some pretty drastic cuts to my bills. And then just in the last few months, I've really attacked my monthly bills because what I'm trying to do is shrink it down to a manageable size so that should an emergency happen, like I lose my job or I get really ill and can't work, then I have, shrunk this as much as I can and I have money saved aside to cover all of these expenses. So I do have an emergency fund that covers these bills. So you're looking at my monthly bills. It is a whopping $550. So if you're shocked at how small that amount is, just remember it took a lot of work to shrink it down to this size. So my biggest accomplishment was shrinking my mortgage to a tiny little amount. Initially, I was paying over $1,000 a month when I first had my mortgage because there were all these expenses to go with it. It was a high interest rate because I was a first-time homeowner. When I finally refinanced, I dropped my interest rate and my monthly payment became $531. The way that I did that is that, I no longer had a PMI that my first bank was charging me. I got rid of my escrow, so now on my own I pay for the insurance and for the property taxes on my own instead of rolling it into my monthly mortgage payment. And so that's how I pretty much slashed it in half to drop it down to this size. Then I aggressively attacked the principal amount on my mortgage and made just a ton of extra payments towards my principal only so that I can drop down how much I was paying a month in interest and, you know, to knock out as much as I could of the loan. So what I did then just a couple of months ago is I did an interest buy down. So I had to pay a fee, which was $500, which is a lot. However, it dropped my interest rate down a lot, and they recalculated my monthly payments because I had made so many payments towards my principal. So now my monthly mortgage payment is only $285 a month. That is such a comfortable amount for me because, again, should something horrible happen, I don't really have to sweat a $285 payment, especially if I have it set aside already in an emergency fund, or if I had to worry about $1,000 plus mortgage payment. That would be scary if I wasn't able to pay that. So this is much more comfortable, much less stressful. The only bill I have absolutely no control over that I do have to pay every month in terms of being able to drop the amount is sewer and garbage. So this is charged by the city. It's an outrageously high price, and actually they're about to be sued. I guess they're starting the process because they did some shady business that shot the price way up. I think it used to be like $40. It, you know, pretty much doubled it. And so now they're trying to fight it to get it back down. So fingers crossed that actually happened, because some shady stuff did really go down when it came to that. So this is only when I had no control. I can't change the price of this. The next one, I'm going to go into more detail on the next page in case you're interested in signing up for this. I now only pay $25 a month for my cell phone bill, and it used to be $65. So the first way I cut down on my monthly payment is that I buy my phone outright. I don't put in a payment plan. I don't want to pay extra every month. So what I do is I buy my phone up front, and then this is just for the cell phone service. So this $25 then per month is through a company called Visible. They use Verizon cell phone towers, and I joined a party plan for that. So I'll get more into that in case you're interested in joining me. My very first month was actually only $5. And if I refer people and they sign up, then I'll only pay $5 again for the month. So we'll talk more about that, but I'm thrilled. The service is actually so good. It's so much better than the one I used to have when I was under Sprint/T-Mobile. I used to have all these dead spots, and now 99% of the places I've gone, the phone works great. For internet, I dropped it down from $65 a month down to $50, and I did this over Christmas. So I purchased, with my Christmas gift money, I purchased a modem outright. I switched internet providers, and with my old one, I was paying extra every month for the modem rental. So when I switched to the new one, I used my Christmas money to pay for the modem, and so now all I do is pay the monthly bill for the internet. So that modem is going to pay for itself basically in a year. I calculated the math of how much the modem was compared to how much it dropped my monthly payment. And so again, because it was a gift, I used gift money for it, then I'm just enjoying now the lower internet bill. This one, what I did with my electric bill is that I signed up for basically where they average out how much electricity you use per month, and then they offer you a flat rate. So instead of being variable, because some months, you know, it would be low, some months it would be really high, they just round it out. And so I was very excited to know exactly how much my bill is going to be every single month, because I can budget for it. I don't have to guess. I'll know exactly what it is. I've actually been pushing my luck, and now that it's the same price every month, I've been using a lot more electricity. The space heaters are on and running, and all my grow lights for my plants, because I collect plants, are on. I'm just abusing basically the poor electric company, and so far so good. It stayed at $67. When I was on my debt-free journey at the beginning, I slashed all my subscriptions. I don't have cable, I don't have Hulu, I don't have anything that I pay extra for a month. If you were to list out how much you pay for all your monthly subscriptions, whether it's those things I just mentioned or like a subscription box somewhere, like for your pet, for your hobby, this, that, and the other, sometimes your subscriptions add up to more than your monthly bills. So, you know, take a look at your subscriptions and see what you you can cut. For me, for example, when I got rid of cable, I realized I was spending $100 a month to just watch the Food Network, the one channel out of all the channels I was paying for. And that channel was triggering me to go spend more money on food because I wanted all that delicious food that I was looking at on the channel. So slashed it, haven't missed it at all. YouTube is free, there's other free entertainment things to do. So that's why I no longer sign up for any monthly subscriptions. And my water is the only variable expense that I have now. So I average it out into the budget at $50. But lately, these last few months, it has been about $35 average because I've really come back on how much I'm watering my plants, how many loads of laundry I do. I stuff that laundry machine, the washing machine as full as possible so that I have less loads. Things like that, look at the way I use water and just cut back on it as much. Like, do I really need to wash my car? Nah, I'm okay with it being dirty. Why waste all that water? Stuff like that. So that's how I was able to make a really comfortable budget for myself by slashing everything that I could. So this is the phone plan that I'm under now. Big thanks and big shout out to Desiree at Debt Free by 43 because she's the one that tipped me off to this. So basically when I signed up for Visible, I found a referral code just by searching on the internet, like, is there a referral code out there that I can use? Because the first month then is only $5. So I did find one. I did pay just $5 for that first month. And now here's my referral code here. It's also listed in the description box below. So if you click to expand my description box, you can click into this link if you do want to sign up for Visible. And again, your very first month is only $5. It's amazing. After that, then what you do is you sign up for a party plan because the regular monthly rate for Visible is $40 a month. However, if you sign up for a party plan, your party has to have at least 4 people in it. And then all the people in the plan only have to pay $25 a month. However, if somebody drops out and you have less than 4 people in your party, then your price goes back up to $40. So what I did then is I signed up for this party plan right here called Best Phone Plans that has 14,000 members in that party. So I don't have to worry ever about, there's not enough people in the party and my bill might go up to $40. It's always going to be $25 because again, there's 14,000 people and it keeps growing that are under that plan. And then they do have special deals where if you sign up, depending, like if you buy a phone through Visible, depending on the phone model, you can get a certain amount of money. So for the particular model that I have, it was an iPhone mini. And so the bonus for that was $200 if you stick with Visible for at least 3 months and free earbuds. So depending again on the phone, it can be more than this or it can be less than this. So that was just the one that happened to apply to me at the time. The thing to keep in mind with Visible, the way that they can keep their expenses so low is the fact that, again, they use Verizon's towers. The other big way that they save money is that they don't have physical stores. So they don't have to pay rent. They don't have to pay employees in the store, electricity, all that overhead stuff. And if you do need help, then it's all through chat. So there's a website, you log into your account and you chat back and forth with an agent. So for people who are raging introverts like me and would rather work through chat with somebody, this is wonderful. If you're a person that likes to walk into a store and talk to a person face to face, then you might have a problem with that. But again, that's how they keep prices down. So those are my tips on how I saved money on my bills. It's time now then to talk about the freebies that I found for this Friday. So this particular set of freebies is a jackpot that's sitting there waiting for you in one of the videos that Rocio from Rose Budget has on her channel. So I'm going to link that video in my description box. When you open up her description box, because she's doing a show and tell basically of all the different printables, there's so many to choose from. So I just printed a few pages out to give you an idea of what to expect, but these are awesome. She did such a great job, so thank you, Ro. I'm very excited about some of these that I'm going to use. So for example, I do have a sinking fund to take a trip at the end of the summer. Because I hardly ever travel, and it's been almost 2 years next month since I've gone anywhere on a trip, it's nice to have this little checklist that she included. But you can do the savings challenge to save up, like let's say you want to go sightseeing, then you have a pocket of money for that. You want to save up specifically just for your hotel or your Airbnb, then you have a savings challenge just for that. And these you cut out and put into your cash envelopes to be able to track your progress and keep your money stashed with it. The other one that I was really excited about was this particular one. I like this one for the braces. It doesn't apply for me though, but for me, I really need to have a health fund, a sinking fund, and this will help me keep track because again, I'm just kind of bracing myself for a big medical bill to come my way sometime this month probably, or next month depending. So I should start socking money away for it and tracking my progress with it. And plus I loved the little icon. I thought this was so cute. This one I need to do, but I'm going to ignore it. So I happen to have an addiction to this kind of Coke, not the other kind. So Coca-Cola is my vice. And so that's a challenge for that. So there's another page I printed out, but again, there's so many. You're going to be blown away when you see how many free savings challenges she made. I liked this one in particular, the emergency fund. So this is a total of 26 little emergency lights. So as you're socking money away for, let's say, a $500 emergency fund or a $1,000 emergency fund, then you decide how much goes into each. Like each little light is worth, let's say, $50 or whatever your goal is. For me, I have 24 paydays a year instead of the 26 like this. So for me, I'd have 2 bonus lights. But again, if you're the person that gets paid every other week of the year, then you can do this every single payday and put money away and track your progress with this one. This one is kind of build your own, where you decide what the category is and your target, you know, the numbers to hit your target. This one you color in each section of the camouflage as you're putting money aside for a hospital bill. This is a full page printable, and I thought it was really cool because of the fact that there's so much space at the bottom of the credit card. I thought it'd be great to record the dates when you put money away and are filling in this chart, or the amount, depending on how you want to do this. But you know, this is a nice big sheet, so if you have a big amount due on your credit card, then you can track your progress to getting that paid off. She also had printables where you can print your own cash envelopes, and I fell in love with this one again because I collect plants and I happen to have a savings challenge for Desiree at Debt Free by 43 from her Etsy shop that matches perfectly with this. So I'm going to cut this out, fold it in half, run it through the laminator, and instantly I have a really pretty cash envelope, and I can just write my category here before I run it through the laminator. The other tip for this then, if you want to leave this blank after you run it through the laminator, you can write with Sharpie with permanent marker your category here, and then if you change your mind and want to change it to something else, then you just spray it with rubbing alcohol or plop some hand sanitizer on there, and that'll wipe off, that'll erase the permanent marker ink. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again for subscribing to my channel and helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to think of a thank you giveaway to do to give back to everyone who is supporting my journey, because I'm broke. Y'all saw me with my budget when the paycheck came in this week that I took it down to 0. So I don't have money for prizes, so I think what I'm going to do is make some prizes. So I thought it would be fun to create a bunch of different sets of cash envelopes for you all to use if you're also on a budgeting journey. I'm trying to build up the courage to do a live. I'll probably have a panic attack. I've never done a live before, so it might be one big flaming flop where I might not even be able to figure out how anything works. But let me know what you think about that. Would you rather have me do a live and we can do the giveaway then, and we can turn it into a Q&A where you're asking me questions about myself as I'm giving away cash envelopes left and right like Oprah style? Or would you rather me do it in a regular video like I've been doing with my other giveaways, like I did, for example, in December with the 4 sets of Stuff Mess giveaways? Anyways, give me your thoughts, and again, thank you so much for being here, supporting my journey. Welcome to everyone who is new, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.